Hello, welcome back to my reading log for the month of November. This will probably only be one clip, even though it's the 25th right now, but I've been in a reading slump since the last series that I read, and I've had some health issues and like headaches and stuff, so it's hard for me to read right now, but I guess I'll just do the manga first and then the books so that people who don't want to see about the Western novels, they don't want to see that, they want to see the manga. Then first I'll start with volumes 11 through 14 of Full Metal Alchemist. I enjoy this series a lot. I just got volume 15 and I already had the rest, so I just need to feel better and up to it to finish it, and then I'll be done. But crazy stuff's happening. It was really funny. Like, some of these volumes are like my favorite volumes I've ever read of this series, just because Edward is like so funny. Hold on, let me see if I can find the scene I'm talking about. I love her. She's so cute. I just love this series. Like, my boyfriend really likes it and my brother loves it, and I watched a little bit of the anime and I was like, I'm not digging this. Like, this is giving Hunter x Hunter and like just like kiddie shonen at the beginning. I don't know, I mean, this obviously becomes less kiddie, and I know Hunter x Hunter is supposed to become less kiddie, but like the animes that were coming out those times were just targeted towards kids, and it just wasn't enjoyable. But reading the manga really made me start loving this series and enjoying this series. Hopefully there's no spoilers. Oh my god. Edward's daddy, bro. Sorry. Anyway, there was some advancements with Edward and Winry, and I love them so much, and Edward's just so Edward's just so funny. I love this series. I think everyone should read this series. After reading it and starting to love the characters, I've watched some of the anime, and the anime is a lot more enjoyable for me now. But after I've been reading this, I'm probably gonna watch the anime. But look how beautiful these editions are. Like, everyone should get these. Anyway, also, the author is a woman. Support women. Thank you. Next, I read this. I love this series so much. I love isekais, or like female targeted isekais. They just have a special place in my heart. And most of the ones that I read are villainous reincarnation ones, but this one is not. It's a little different. And they're just so cute, and they get together so fast. And it's so cute. I'm ready to get more volumes. Also, this volume is like a nice paper, very bright white paper, just like randomly. So it's like kind of heavier, but I guess I tapped some pages. Oh, so cute. Like, I think everyone should read this. There's literally, like, there's no reason why someone would not like this. Like, it's isekai, whatever, and like witches and fantasy. But like, it doesn't even matter, because like their interactions are just so cute. Their relationship is so cute. I don't understand how anyone could not like that. I guess we'll just keep going with the isekais. This is Villains Are Destined to Die. I picked this up because it was one of Ise Press's first releases, and when they announced that imprint, they announced it with like a few titles, and I looked at a few titles and I was like, this is one that I'm interested in. I'll get it when it comes out. And I'm happy I did. One, it's beautiful. The texture is amazing. But it's a villainous reincarnation story, like I was just talking about before. but it seemed different than a lot of the ones that I've read. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I also just love manhwas, and reading manhwas physical is just something I'm happy that we're starting to be able to do. And then I read this. This is another isekai, but a BL. Everyone said that they love this so much, or the people who have it, because it's not super popular. I was like, great, I love isekais. I can get behind some BLs sometimes. And at first I was like, oh, come on. And there was just so much text. I was like, what the fuck? They started to explain the relationship and stuff. And I was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see. It was okay, I would say. So I'm interested, so I'm gonna probably keep reading it. Okay, next is The King's Beast. I love this series. You can see all my tabs. I didn't think I was gonna like it because, you know, The King's Beast. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. And, you know, she's like... I don't really like that stuff, really. But it's a shoujo. Once I learned that she's, like, cross-dressing throughout it, I was like, okay, I'll try it. Because that's a trope that I tend to like. But the series is good. It's very dramatic. You can't take it too seriously. But it is still, like, good. The characters are good, memorable. Their relationship is really cute. I really wasn't expecting it to develop this fast. Even though we're on volume 8, so, like, they probably should. But that's not how most shoujos go. This one was good. A lot of stuff got revealed in it. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll show some panels. I love him, even though he's like kind of a monster at first. I love him. I love him. I think Nana Dreams was saying that she getting second male lead syndrome because of him, and same. But then she was like, after these last few volumes, I love him, but I love him too. Why can't this just be a big polyamorous relationship? Next, I read this. I saw that Kodansha was coming out with this, and I saw the blurb on the back or online or whatever. They were talking about people of different genders, sexual orientations. So I was like, okay, gay. Like, I want you. So you can pause to read if you want. And this is definitely not what I was expecting. It's very interesting, but like, I am interested, so look at the art. It's so pretty. It was very all over the place, and it was a lot to, oh my god. It was a lot to read it. This is 18 plus, so do with that what you will. But yeah, this was not what I was expecting. It's really weird. I read this a while ago, so I may be forgetting to say something, but I'll show this. How pretty. Okay, anyway. Maybe read this online, see if you like it, because it's not, like, great, and I don't know if I would necessarily, at least off the first volume, I don't know if I would recommend it to someone, especially if you spend your money on it, because I don't know what you're gonna like, but I liked it. I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, so I read volume 3 and 4 of Blue Period, and I think I might drop it. I'm not sure. I'm just like, I just don't really care. Like, as I'm reading it, I just don't really care. I don't love the art style. It's very like, I'm a boy and I'm angsty type of art style. And especially what we know about the author now just turns me off from it. But if you've read this and you think it gets better after volume 4, and if I should tough it out until a certain volume and then decide that I don't like it, please let me know, because I don't know what to do. I might just have to get rid of these. I don't know. Let me show that colored panel. Yeah, I just don't know if I care or like it. I don't know. It just kind of seems like it's trying too hard. I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but I don't know. Actually, I can be rude because this dude. Look up the discourse on that. Okay, next I read this. I love the series. I need it to start. I need it to finish so I can just read all of it, but I want to wait for the physical copies. But each of these volumes, you just go through them so fucking fast. Like, that's why there's no tabs, because I was just, like, reading it so fast. Really pretty art. The story is just interesting. It's just dramatic. Don't take it too seriously. I feel like if you like Fruits Basket, you might like this. Even though that's kind of a weird correlation to make. But just, like, the drama. I don't know. Or at least, like, the drama within the Soma estate, those vibes, like with Akito and stuff, I feel like it's similar to this. But this is so good. Everyone should read it. It's a fun time. I know there's a drama. I've never watched it. But I might. Next, I read volumes 2 and 3 of My Boy. I really like the series, actually. Probably because it's a josei. Because sometimes these, like, deep slice of life drama things aren't very good to me because they tend to be seinen and written by men, and it's just like, that's not what I want at all. But this, like, the art is so pretty, and it's interesting. If the back throws you off because he's like 8 and she's like 30 or something like that, it's not romantic at all. I thought so too, and then I heard Nana Dream said she loved it, and I was like, okay, well, the cover's really pretty, and Nana Dream likes it, so I'll have to pick it up. Oh, look. So pretty. Yeah, I'm excited to get more volumes of this. Look at his face. Okay, anyway. I think, yeah, that is all the manga for this month so far. I really haven't read that much manga because this was more like at the beginning of the month, and then I spent the rest of the month reading novels, so I'll get through. So if you just want to see manga, bye. You can leave now. I'll see you later. But I'll get into the physical books I read and then the Kindle Unlimited books I read. The first book I read, I think I read this in one night. Yeah, I definitely did. I fucking hated this. I hated it so much. So fucking much. It was boring. The dialogue and the writing and the main character was very YA, very cringe. No plot. She was like, they were like enemies, but they were really only enemies because, for no reason, for like a misunderstanding that they had a long time ago. I like slightly liked the male lead, just because he was like, I don't like anyone but you, and I like that trope. The like smut scenes later on were like good, I guess. And this was like fake dating as well. I heard it was fake dating and enemies to lovers, and so I was like, I'll read it. And Chloe Bunny said that this was her favorite romance book, so I was like, I should give it a shot. So I bought it used, and it was horrible. So I'm definitely gonna get rid of this book, and I did not like it. I should have known by this fucking cover. I literally told my partner, I said, I hate books with this fucking cover. This better be good. And then it wasn't. I think this is the next book that I read after that. I tabbed it a lot. Look how pretty. I like my tabs like barely sticking out because I think it looks best. I loved this book. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I was like, bruh, another bad book. I'm gonna read another fucking bad book. Because what got me out of my, like, I haven't read novels in a while. Since I was in, I feel like, yeah, high school. And I got into manga like a year and a half ago, and I've just recently started getting into novels again. And what the novel got me into that was the Poppy War, which was like amazing. So I was like, oh, maybe I just set my expectations too high or whatever. But then once we got into the flashbacks with Evelyn Hugo, it was amazing. I loved it. I loved the women love women representation on here. It was very realistic, very good, very sad. I thought this was really well done. And I might read her other book. I don't know if I just liked this book or if I liked her as a writer. But I guess I can try another one of her books to see what the case may be. But I think I gave this a 5 out of 5. I think people should read it. It's good. I don't feel like it's overhyped. Yeah, it was just sad. And just a hot woman being a hot woman. Just a story about women and gays. Like, what else could I want? Then next, I think I finished Babel. In my last reading log, I mentioned that I was reading this, but I finished it this month. A while ago this month. This is amazing. Everyone should read this. R.F. Kuang, it just has such a beautiful, unique writing style. It's hard to put it to words. And this book is just amazing. Very sad, but not like Poppy War where it's like war and death and like these obscene things happening to people because their country is in a state of turmoil and unrest. But this is just like the nitty-gritty details of colonialism and how it affects people outside of the country and also the people of color that have been brought into the country. And it was very interesting. I loved all the characters. I was a little taken aback that the main character was a boy at the beginning because I was like, no, I want it to be a girl. If you can't tell, I like girls, so whatever. But my little boo Robin, if it was gonna be a boy, I'd want it to be him. He's cute. Everyone should read this. This better win book of the year. I voted for it on Goodreads. Everyone go vote for it. Best fantasy on Goodreads. Thanks. I'm so excited for her new book coming out as well. And I need to finish the Poppy War. And then my last physical book I'm actually still reading, Jade City. I'm like 100 pages in. No, 85 pages in. It's really good so far. I've been wanting to read it, but sometimes when I'm like stressed or just like, because it's the end of the semester, I just want to read romance. So I've been doing that. You're gonna see that when I show all my Kindle reads. It's like just romance. And I've been wanting to read this, but I've been wanting to read romance. And I've also had like a few day long migraine where it's making it like impossible for me to read. So I probably won't finish this month, but I thought I'd mention that I've been reading it. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to show you these books on my new Kindle. Look at my new Kindle. She's so cute. Okay, while I'm pulling these up, I haven't really been watching anything. I should be watching Bleach, but I haven't been. I keep up with Spy Family every week, and that's about it. But yeah. Let me try to remember how I fucking feel about these books. Because, oh shit, this isn't even whatever. Okay. The Demon Prince by Amanda Agee. Pretty sure I gave this 4 stars. I liked it. The beginning, I remember, was kind of YA, like, I'm not like the other girls, I'm in college. It was kind of giving Vampire Diaries to me a little bit. But then once we, like, got into it and she was taken, because she's, like, a witch. But, like, no one's supposed to know she's a witch. And then the demon prince, like, actually Lucifer's son, comes and takes her to hell to, like, figure things out. So I like that mythology. Because most of the fantasy romances I've been reading have been fae stories, but this wasn't, and I liked it. So it's on Kindle Limited, so give it a read if you want. Next, I read Kingdom of Villains by Ella Fields. Yeah. Let me try to remember what the fuck this was about. Oh, this was like a one book, not a series. And yeah, if you want to read the description, it's right here. But I remember liking this. I think all these are going to be enemies to lovers because that's who I am. This was good. Kindle Limited. Give it a read. I think I rated it 4 stars as well. Same as these. Okay. Let's try and remember what this book is about. This is The North Wind by Alexandria Warwick. I remember this. I think I liked this a lot, actually. She, like, goes instead of her sister. She's, like, not like the other girls. Like, she's, like, barbaric, and then she goes with him, and then they end up falling in love. And he ends up not being the monster that she thought he was. But I remember liking this. I think I gave it 4 stars as well. So yeah, give it a read. If you have Kindle Limited, it's free. So Kindle Limited is not free. The book is free if you have Kindle Limited. Okay. I guess now is a good time to show the book that I did not finish. DNF'd, one might say. I don't usually not finish books. I'm just, like, too curious of a person that even if it's bad, I'll keep reading because I'm just so, like, I'm curious. Especially if I just do it in one sitting. If I stop, it might be hard for me to go back if it's really bad. I can't believe this has 4.5 stars. I got like 100 pages into this book, and it was all over the fucking place. First, they were in high school. He was, like, in love with her. They were, like, pen pals. They didn't know each other. And then something happens, and then he just fucking hates her, moves to her school, and starts, like, fucking tormenting her. It was so weird. I was like, let's just read something different. Something actually good. And I read a third of the book. A third of it. I think this is the only book in the series. So, yeah, nah. Next, I read this. I think the next book is going to come out soon. Let's remember. I know I gave this 4 stars. I usually give most of my Kindle Limited books 4 stars. I remember this. Just another fantasy romance. I remember liking it and being upset that the second book wasn't out yet, but I think the second book comes out in a few days. So maybe that'll get me out of my reading slump. Anyway. I don't think any like romantic developments happened in this book. It was only 312 pages. But I remember liking it. So, I'll read the second book. Give it a read if you want. And then the last thing I read was a whole book series. That was like 2,000 pages. So I read all 4 books. So A Ruin of Roses, A Throne of Ruin, A Kingdom of Ruin, and A Queen of Ruin. And this is what got me in my reading slump, because I was reading this and there was so much content and I was so into the world, like immersed in it, that when I finished, my brain was just like, what? And now I don't know. It messed everything up. Which happens sometimes. But it's whatever. And then I also have had migraine for like a week, so with that together, just like no. And I read all of these books in like 2 days, and each book was like, this one was like 400, the next one was like 500, the next one was 500, and then the last one was like 650 something. So, but I don't think everyone will like these books, because I thought they were good. I thought parts of it was good. Like, some of the action was good, some of the plot was good, some of the characters were good, the relationship was good sometimes. The second book was just like pretty much an entire book full of sex, and that was it. There was like literally no fucking plot. It was just sex. And then the next book they're separated, so then there was like no sex. I don't know. All these books are like 18 plus. I don't know. I liked it, but some of the writing was just like, oh my god, you're trying so hard to be different, like so hard. And like the main girl, sometimes she was just like so fucking annoying. But after you just read so much with these characters and they've been through so much and then get a happy ending, you just kind of love them, you know? I don't know. Read it and formulate your own opinion, and maybe we could talk about it, because I don't know how to feel. Okay, and that's all for this clip on the 25th. I don't know if I'll be back at the end of the month if I read anything, maybe like 1 or 2 things, or maybe nothing. But if I don't see another clip, then bye. Okay, here's the last part of my reading log. I only read a few more things. First I read Why Ray Liana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion, Volume 2. And I really like this series. I'm happy it's getting an anime. I think why I like it is because it's like one of those ones where like the guy falls first, but she doesn't like him, but he like likes her. He doesn't like anyone else but her. Yeah. But this is good if you like isekais and reincarnation and stuff. Next I read this first volume of The Married Empress, and I liked it, and I was just like kind of bored, so I just went on Webtoon and read everything that was out. And I don't really know how I feel about this quite yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep picking this up. I might, just because I like having physical manhwas. Maybe not for full price, but this dude is like the worst fucking person on the fucking planet. I would say if you're interested in this, just go on Webtoon and read it for free and see if you like it. But this is a really pretty edition. The last manga I read for this month is The Clear Moonlit Dust. I'm so excited that this is finally out. Mine's a little damaged, if you can see. It's like, but whatever. I love this series. I'm so happy it finally has an English release. Just good shoujo fun. Wow. Anyway. And then I read Her Soul to Take book in like one sitting. I do not know how it has this many fucking stars. This was just like, I saw on Goodreads someone said that it was like for Twilight lovers, but like an adult version. Which is true, but it's only true because they have sex. But otherwise, it's like basically a YA. But she's in college. Yeah, it was not very great, but it's whatever. I read it. It's done. It was only like it was 500 pages. Never mind. But I did read it in one sitting, in one night. It was fine. There's like other books with like the other characters in it, but I'm not gonna read them. Okay. So I mentioned that I was probably going to be in the reading slump, and I kind of have been since I only read, I mean, I guess I kind of read a lot. I read this, the entirety of season 1 and season 2 of this, which was like 120 chapters or something like that, and then this 500-page book. But yeah, that's all for this week, or for this month. See you guys next month.